All right, what up, great people? You know who it is. I am Mr. Darkeye from the Mista Darkeye podcast. You tuned in, and we getting ready to have a great show. I'm glad y'all are here. We're glad you're here. I got my co-host for the day in the building with me.
Hey.
As you can see, it is the wonderful, talented superstar herself. Look at her. See, she don't like the fact I call her a superstar, but she is Anitra, isn't it? But I just call her Anitra. So, but what's up? How you?
I'm good. I'm
Yes,
good.
what's up?
Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And also, I got to congratulate you
What I do?
for all of your shows. That they've been wonderful.
Oh,
Everything's
Lord.
been great.
She said, all my shows been wonderful. So y'all can go and pick which one you want to listen to, and they're going to be what you need. She said all of them. Not one, not two, not a few, but all of them.
That's
You heard
right.
it from her. It's official now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. So it is a big weekend on a couple of different levels. It's Super Bowl and it's Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Fellas probably struggling right now. They trying to figure out what they gonna do. So what you think? What you think the fellas need to do? Do they need to? It need to be a balance for
Yeah,
this
some
weekend?
kind of balance. I guess Valentine's Day need to be just as big as that Super Bowl party that you guys gonna have. So make her feel just as special as your friends and your buddies over there watching that game.
What you think the worst gift a dude can give a girl for Valentine's Day? What's the worst?
The worst gift? Just ignoring her.
Oh Lord.
That's the worst gift because
the
I
worst.
feel like if y'all are a couple, you probably shower her with gifts like throughout the years, throughout the year. So really, you don't need to give her, you know what I'm saying, a gift on Valentine's Day.
Right. What's the worst gift you done got? You didn't got a bad gift, or it's like nothing at all.
Yeah, being stood up,
Oh,
that's the
Lord.
worst gift.
That's amazing. Fellas, I don't know what in the world make y'all stand somebody up, man. That's just not even cool. I don't understand. You make promises and you better keep them.
But you know what, too? It's probably a lot of pressure. You know, everybody don't
Pressure.
have the funds. You know, Valentine's Day can take, you know, your pockets.
Yeah.
You know, things of that nature.
Because things is definitely getting expensive.
Inflation.
I don't think fellas, you know, most men know what they be looking for on Valentine's Day.
That is too funny.
Yeah, that's all they be looking for. But fellas, yeah, make sure y'all don't just be worrying about the game this week. Don't spend all your money on chicken wings and meatballs.
Chicken wings and meatballs. That's a good combination.
Yeah. Chicken wings, meatballs. You know, that's the like the national menu for
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's going into 2022. Everybody had their goals that they set.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to get some things done. What's some of your goals for 2022 as far as like what you want to get accomplished? You know what I'm saying? I know what you're working on, but you know, you can spill the beans a little bit, let people know what you're doing.
Oh, well, 2022, I just got like a couple projects going on, you know. And I can't tell, you know, like everything, but yeah. But, you know, I got some irons in the fire, so look forward to me. You know, of course, we'll let you know. Darkeye will let you know.
Yeah.
And things of that nature. So you just wait and see. You got to follow us.
We got some surprises coming.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing some things or whatever. We got a big project we're going to be working on. We got some stuff. We got some surprises. You got to keep staying tuned in.
That's right.
So you can see what's going on, what we doing or whatever. So you dropped a whole lot of music over the past 2 years too.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite song you dropped?
I think Girly for God because it was like the
That's
girly anthem and it was the debut
Mm-hmm.
and it was so authentic and, you know,
Yeah. That's
it was fun too, you know.
Well, you know you're going to be partial to your first one, your first baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like that too when I first dropped or whatever. Yeah, it's always like that. But yeah, Girly for God was a big one.
But I do think this past year when I came out with all the music, I think you saw more of my personality in those songs. But this year I feel like you'll see more of my spirit, you know, that
Right.
come out in the songs.
You're going to be a little bit more transparent.
Yes.
You nervous about that?
No.
Letting people know what's happening?
No,
what's going
because
on?
it's purpose. I'm not nervous. So
Yeah.
I know that's my next level, next step that I will have to do.
Yeah. Plus, people appreciate that authenticity,
Yes.
that honesty. You know, because you don't really get that a lot of times in music today.
But you know what I really came on here for, and
Yeah.
I wanted to do this podcast for,
Yeah.
is to, not just to talk about like me and what I got going on and
Right.
da-da-da-da, because y'all already know the music is purpose. I really came on here to talk to those who are listening
Okay.
about some, how I got there and overcame kind of in my mind strategies to help lead to the purpose. In life. And just if you out there seeking help or whatever, how you get started, how do you overcome certain things to move forward? I was just saying, just think about like, what are you involved in? Ask yourself, why are you involved in certain things? Because a lot of times we waste our time on a lot of stuff. Like I was in organization A, organization B. I was in every committee in some organizations, whatever. So then I had to take it back. I'm like, why am I doing all this stuff? And it's not moving my life forward. It's not feeding me. It's not, you got that inkling in you. You know it's something pulling on you like, Anitra, this ain't what you're supposed to be doing. So I just want to encourage you to take a look back and see what's going on in your life right now. And just start eliminating things that's not moving you forward to your purpose. And start working on the things that you know that will lead you there. And for example, like I say, like why study to be a pilot and you don't like to fly? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So think about that. That's just an example. And I hope that sinks in.
Yeah.
Or whatnot.
Yeah.
And just like Dr. Ben Carson said, if you want to be a brain surgeon, because everybody say, oh, how you be this, you so good at, you the best brain surgeon. He said, you got to study the brain. So just a simple answer. So just start taking a look on your life, and sometimes you need that encouragement, that motivation. But I'm telling you, life is tough for everybody. But you got to turn around your mindset and just know that you can do it. You are just as powerful. You're just as good as anybody else. But you might just have to go a different path to get there.
Right. Yep. And it might take you longer than others too. But you're right though, as far as like understanding what your goals are, what your purpose is, and what you're trying to do, and surrounding yourself with the right people, and doing your research or putting yourself in position to be around in the right environment.
Yes.
To get to that point, because I think you're right. A lot of people are like they definitely. I think the biggest one is having the wrong people around you.
Yes.
You don't have the people around you that fit into where you're going. They only fit where you've been.
Yes.
I think that's very important. But I think what we struggle with is like there's an emotional attachment to some people. You know what I'm saying? And we have a hard time breaking that. What would you say? I don't know. I'm trying to think about what are some things that you feel like we could do to break an emotional attachment? That's pretty difficult.
Well, you just got to understand as you grow older that a lot of times your childhood friends and stuff that you used to do, they can't go with you on your journey. It's not that you don't love them. It's not that you not there for them to support them. It's just that you are at a different space in your life and maybe they are. So the things that y'all were brought together in childhood for might not be what y'all gonna have in y'all's adult life. But you can hit each other up every now and then, but both of you guys have to be mature enough to know, okay, this is my life now. Because for a long time, like I had a child and my friend, and I was married and my friends didn't. So my life changed or whatever because I had to cater to that part of my life. See, that's a different season of life too. And their life stayed the same because they didn't have children or a husband yet. But they understood. Everybody has to understand, like when people have different things going on or whatever and trying to go a different direction, not to say they don't love you, it's just y'all on different paths and other things are needed, in their life. Yeah,
and I think that for them, if they really your friends, they have to understand that that's where your life is going. But for the ones that don't necessarily get it, don't understand it, you know, they're questioning about everything that you got going on and what you're doing and things of that nature.
Yeah.
You know, trying to convince you that whatever you're getting ready to do, whatever you want to do for yourself, it's not something that you should. But like, do you find yourself or find yourself having these kinds of conversations where you feel like you just being attacked or they just don't get it or they trying to discourage you? Have something like that happen to you?
No, I think I got a circle of friends and family, thank God, that they're so supportive and they understand and I understand directions that they're going. And, you know, we could be like, love you, see you later, do good, do well, you know, whatever that you're doing.
Yeah.
And so fortunately, I've had that in my life, those type of people in my life. What about you, Darkeye?
Well, I don't know. I ain't had that many. I'll tell you the truth. I think that I had an expectation for people because they was family. And, you know, for me, it was about who actually was showing up and being there. And a lot of times it wasn't the case.
Yeah.
But I had to get used to the fact that the ones who were showing up, they might not necessarily have been blood related, but they felt like family because they was showing up and they was there, you know. So I kind of had to get used to that because for me, it just felt like it was supposed to be certain individuals.
Okay.
But over the years, I had to realize that, you know, sometimes, you know, God will use people that you ain't been knowing for 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever, or all your life. He'll use people to, you know, come in and then you only been knowing them for a few years.
Yeah, and that's what's so weird about life. A lot of times your family is not going to be the ones who are going to have your back. Like, I'm not going to say have your back, but give you the most support at what you're doing because a lot of times they know you as, you know, Morris.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to shout out your government name, but everybody know that's your name.
Right.
But then your fans or, you know, outsiders know you as Mista Darkeye. So it's a big difference, you know, a big difference. But so I can only say, you know, we can accept, you know, what they got to give. And sometimes they need somebody to support them too. And sometimes they're having different struggles, you know, in life. And so, you know, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, it is.
And it's not that they don't have your back. It's just that they might not have the time to show up all the time, you know.
Yeah, I think it's like we programmed just to look at it like it's like, okay, we blood related, so I don't have to go the extra mile to do all this extra stuff for you. Some people just kind of feel like that. Like they just feel like you know who I am to you, so you automatically should just know that I'm here for you or whatever. Some people just feel like that. But I think that for me, if I care about somebody and what they got going on and what they're doing, I'm gonna show up for them. You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about, like, if you was working really hard towards a goal and people seeing you working hard on this journey, and then a big day came where, you know, you getting ready to, like if you've been writing a book and your book is done, is completed, and you getting ready to have your big book release and book signing, and on this day, nobody like is there on this big important moment of your life.
Oh yeah,
you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like something like that. Like, it's like, how do you feel love from that? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I see what you're saying. That's a great example.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think you still got to just smile anyway, because what's going to happen, what's going to happen.
Right.
You know, and just, you know, it might have been a reason that a lot of people that show God trying to build character in you to teach you how to deal with stuff like that, because He's trying to show you that it's not going to always happen your way. You know what I'm saying? Or the way you think it's supposed to happen. So I know, like, I listen to Pastor Joe Osteen a lot of times too, and Pastor Bishop T.Z. Jakes. And they was talking about, like, when they had probably like 2 people in the congregation, and look at them now. So it's just kind of like you just got to keep on pushing on and just believe that it will get better. You know?
Yeah, because it's tough though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a special day, and the people that you feel like is special in your life, and they're not there.
That's true too.
You know, but what I think one of the mistakes that we do make is that while we worry so much about who's not there, we forget who is there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And we forget how we worrying about how we feel in that moment, but you got to think about the people who are there that you're not showing appreciation to.
Yeah.
Now it's like how they feel.
Exactly. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. That's tough. I mean,
because they there and they like, you know, they wondering like, okay, so I guess me being here for you doesn't matter. You worrying about, you know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
It's tough, ain't it?
I don't know any more answers to that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's so crazy in those types of moments because I think, because I'm speaking from experience because I done been there.
Yeah.
But I had to learn, like, I'm not gonna worry about who's not here.
Exactly.
I'm looking at who is here, and I don't want them to feel neglected because, like, you know, I have to let them know that I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the appreciation, and I recognize, you know, that they're here for me and they showing love and everything like that. So. I think it's important. A lot of people out there, you chasing your dreams and trying to build businesses and do things. You know, don't worry about who ain't there. Definitely, you know, you don't want to overlook the ones who are and consistently showing up.
Yeah, and just consistently thank them for their support. And the people who don't show up, you can't worry about it.
Nah, you can't.
You know, a lot of things we can't control, and that's another thing. We worry about stuff that we can't control.
Right.
If you can't control it, let it go, give it to God.
Yeah, you got to, because it'll stress you out. And believe it or not, stress can cause a lot of damage to you. It's health issues, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely don't want to find yourself stressing about it or whatever. Even if it's like your mama, your daddy, you know, like people like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because some people have a hard time getting over stuff like that when it's parents or siblings. You know, I mean, if they're not led to be there for you, regardless of whatever you're doing, you know, I know it'll be tough, but.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta, like you said, smile anyway.
Smile anyway. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Now don't get discouraged. You know, keep on being encouraged. Encourage yourself a lot of times, and then you know you can always find different avenues to deal with those heartaches and pains because everybody goes through it. You know, nobody's exempt from life. I don't care what you say, what you do. The thing is, you can't compare yourself to anybody else because that'll damage you. You got to know that you're unique in yourself and your blessings are different than everybody else's. So, you know, you can't say, well, why such and such got that and I didn't, because y'all are not the same people. Y'all don't have the same blessings. God didn't design y'all to, you know, be destined for the exact same thing or whatnot. He's going to give you what's for you, but you have to believe that you can have it or whatnot. He's going to give it to you, but it's going to be in his timing. I think we get impatient sometimes, you know, and I've done this so many times myself and still do it sometimes, but it's not a microwave society. People think, you know, you have to plant some seeds for a while. You know, it takes a while for plants to grow, right? You know, for you to reap that harvest. So, you know, patience, you know, plays a role in the step towards your, you know, purpose and your life goals as well. So...
I agree. I think social media has a lot to do with that too.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, comparison is definitely a joy killer. You know what I mean? And you see what people posting on social media, they look like they living their greatest life. And you comparing your life to that. Don't do that because it's not. What they posting is not really what it is. Because I mean, people can be whoever they want to be on social media.
That's
you know, but when they put their phone down, it's back to reality.
So true.
You know what I'm saying? It's back to life.
Back to reality.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you just can't pay attention to that. And I think that for that reason, people be wanting to get stuff done so quickly. They don't want to go through the process and enjoy the journey. Or whatever, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, missing out on so much when you don't just enjoy yourself along the way or whatever. Because, you know, like me and Anitra, we have fun doing what we do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so important.
Yeah, have fun because it's not something that, You know, it ain't like a popularity contest or you trying to, I just posted something, not too long ago. I think it was yesterday or something like that or whatever. I said that collaboration is better than competition.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we want to collaborate and work together and not be trying to compete with one another.
That's right.
But definitely don't let social media make you feel like your life ain't great. It's a song by J. Cole called "Love Yours," and he said in the song that there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So stop thinking that other people's lives are better than yours. Love yours, love your life, love who you are, what you wear, what you look like, all of those things, Have mirror talks. A friend of mine said that she has mirror talks. I like the idea that have mirror talks and encourage yourself in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those things where you can't wait on somebody else to give you these words of affirmation for yourself. You got to do it. You got to encourage yourself. You got to be able to uplift yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
And then a lot of times too, like put plans in place. Like I guess you stay off social media so much. I can't really say because I be on it all the time too. But I'm just trying to give tips for people who are seeking, for the help of what to do to progress, and then start putting stuff in place for yourself. Because a lot of times we do a lot of time wasters, like watching Netflix all day. I'm guilty of sometimes I binge watch stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and just imagine what you can be doing. But sometimes now we do need to just relax and keep back. You know what I'm saying? Because all work and no play. You got to try to find that balance. Sometimes you can get overwhelmed. So, I've taken plenty of breaks. I'm kind of on a partial break now because I worked so hard last year, and year before. So I'm on a kind of a partial break, but not really. But yeah, don't push yourself too much because I think sometimes we can get overwhelmed, and then that's what makes us want to give up. And I feel like too, sometimes a lot of y'all want to hide your talent. That's why people have hidden talents because they feel like once they show it, they're going to be pressured to do something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely be feeling the pressure of the need to or not wanting to fail. They thinking that failure is bad, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's good because you learn from that.
Yep. And grow.
Yeah, you learn from it, you grow from it, on all different levels or whatever. So I think that don't ever put yourself in that position where you're thinking just because you didn't succeed at first, you know what I'm saying, that it's a sign to give up. It's not a sign to give up. So, we want to make sure that we always remember that. It's not a sign to give up. It's not a loss. It's a lesson. So we want to make sure that we always remember that. So.